People, how y'all feeling, man? Is we live? Is we good? Is we live? Is we good? How y'all feeling, man? Man, these white supremacists have spent the last, 24 hours denying and lying about this audio being fake. See, when the independent journalists, because, we are journalists, we are people who are doing the work, that legacy media is supposed to be doing. We are doing the work. So when the independent journalists and the independent media personalities, when we began to release the footage that dropped yesterday, the white supremacists took to Twitter, and including Tatum, to claim the audio was fake. They claimed the audio was fake. The audio did not exist. The audio was this. The audio was that. And here's the interesting part about this, right? They claimed the audio was fake because apparently TMZ only had the first half. The full length was found by a journalist called Chronicle Speaks. She found everything. Shout out to the sister. So they thought it was fake because they're not doing their job. They're behind. But they finally conceded, oh no, the audio is not fake, when apparently TMZ dropped the audio. TMZ dropped the full audio. That's when they began to claim, oh no, it's not fake. So now they had no other choice but to acknowledge that it was real, but then try to make us feel like we not hearing what we heard. Like, ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Man, shout out Mr. Skinny, man. He's in the building, right? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. But ain't that crazy? How they spent the last 24 hours. Tatum, the Lauren chick, all the usual white supremacist Twitter pages. They spent the last 24 hours telling us the audio was fake. But then when TMZ dropped the audio and confirmed it wasn't fake, now they're saying, oh, damn, it's real, but even though it's real, like, we can't, but y'all hearing it wrong though, huh? How y'all go from it's fake to y'all hearing it wrong? Huh? How? So they were forced to acknowledge that it was real because TMZ dropped the audio. Now, here's the thing. TMZ was late to the audio. How y'all having TMZ be a fact checker for us when we were first to drop the audio and then TMZ dropped the audio after us? How does that make sense? How is TMZ the arbitrator of what's fair and what's not fair and what's true and what's not true when they dropped the audio after us? Like, look at this. Look, they dropped the audio after us. Right? So once TMZ dropped it, they couldn't run with that lie no more. Because even the white supremacists respect TMZ now. Right? Even the Uncle Ruckuses respect TMZ now. But TMZ pissed me off yesterday too. They pissed me off. Do y'all know why TMZ pissed me off? TMZ pissed me off yesterday because for all the other news, for every Celeste update, that old lady that just got kidnapped, Harvey Levin is front and center. For every single TMZ update as of lately with Celeste, TMZ, Harvey Levin is front and center for everything. Everything. But how come when it comes to this Nolan Wells situation, TMZ went away from their usual practices? Harvey Levin is front and center when it's a Celeste and David update, where it's an update about this case and this case and this case. Harvey is the lawyer. He's front and center for everything. And then on occasions, you'll have the black guy next to Harvey right? And they're having a conversation and they're going back and forth. But for the Nolan Wells situation, when it was time, right, to run cover up, when it was time to run PR for them white folks, facts. Listen, facts, Kwame. Kwame Brown says people was just in the chat on my pre-recorded video saying it's fake. We as blacks have to do better. What the hell? No, that's a fact. That's a fact. They were saying it's fake, but then TMZ dropped the same audio and now it's real. But how come when TMZ is ready to run cover up for the white supremacists, when TMZ is ready to run cover up, you know who they call? Just like Nolan Wells' friends called the biracial kid to take front and center to defend them, to speak to the black community, you know who they call to get us to relax on this Nolan Wells situation? You guessed it. They called the black guy. They called the black guy. Any other TMZ video, I dare anybody to go to a TMZ video and type in the popular cases. Type in Celeste and David. Type in any other legal case. You know who's first? Harvey is front and center. Why we don't see Harvey front and center? Why they bring the black guy to tell us we tripping when it comes to Nolan Wells and we're overlooking or looking too deep into this audio? Hear this nonsense.
Talking about him and talking about him possibly being dead while they were on their way back to the mainland from Horn Island. This is all because of some audio that we got from officials down in Mississippi. This audio is a call that's being made from the boat that Nolan's friends were on. So after they're on Horn Island on July 4th, at the end of the day, about 4:30, they decide they're heading back to the mainland. And the owner of that boat, or the grandson of the owner who's driving the boat, realizes that they are taking on water. Their bilge pump isn't working, so he places a call to a tow company called Sea Tow. And while he's on that call, there is a lot of commotion going on. And what people think is that in the background of that call,
what people think, you see how they did, you see how they minimalize words that we hear. We heard those words clearly, bruh. We heard, is he dead? Oh my God, Nolan, no. Get up. We heard those words clearly. Now they're minimalizing those words now. These folks are sneaky. Pay attention, bro. First off, the sleight of hand of bringing us the black guy instead of Harvey is slick. It's not working, but it's slick. Well done. Now they're saying the words that we heard, the actual words that we heard, they're saying, oh, nah, man, that's just commotion. What? Sorry? Huh? Nah, man. Now they're saying that, it's just because they're trying to say, oh, nah, man, it was a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Y'all couldn't even hear it. Nah, bruh. The sister enhanced the audio. Shout out to the sister, who's a professional audio engineer, if you guys don't know. You see, independent media is breaking this case open. The person who enhanced the audio, the beautiful black sister, she is a professional audio engineer. So she makes sure to enhance it to where it's not just staticky. No. But the sister enhanced the audio to where you could hear it clearly, as clear as it could be. This is a professional who did this. This sister did her job. This sister did the job that TMZ was supposed to do. Listen, the sister's so cold, the sister had another version where she just separated the ad-libs and not the main audio. So you could hear the full ad-libs. Oh my God, this is bad. But now they brought the black guy on TMZ to run cover when Officer Tatum ain't work. They thought bringing Officer Tatum to Mississippi and having him tap dance all around town, tap dance, shuck and jive all around the city will get black folks to say, oh yeah, y'all right. Nolan Wells accidentally drowned. Y'all right. So that didn't work. He's out the paint. So now you got the black guy at TMZ telling us that we tripping.
You can hear someone say, "Is he dead?" Nolan, oh my God. It's really hard to make out. This is what it sounds like.
CTO Assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you? All right, of course. How far is the word coming up, sir?
No, we do not need that.
All right.
Come on, man.
Oh, shut the f- up. No, we do not need that.
Now, there are other parts of the audio where people think they hear the words "check his chest" or "wake up." One thing you can definitely hear clearly is the guy who's calling the tow company says, "Shut the bleep up." Now, he could have been yelling to some people. He does tell the dispatch.
Yo, how come, there's just creative excuses for everything. Maybe he told them to shut the bleep up or shut the F up because they making a spot hot. Maybe that's why he told them to shut the F up. Y'all making a spot hot. What y'all talking about? And, as we ran through this audio, we talked about how, like when they called, they didn't know the call was being recorded. Right? Because they thought they was waiting for an operator, but the call was being recorded even before they connected them to an operator. So they going back and forth, telling all the business. They not holding water. They telling all the business. Then the operator pick up and bro said, "Man, shut the F up." And there's no explanation for that outside of y'all tripping. Oh, we tripping. All right, man. We tripping.
If there'd been foul play. And again, that audio is very difficult to make out. The dispatcher that there are about 7 people on board, all of them under the age of 20, under 21, he says. Now, here's what doesn't make sense. If they really were.
No. You see how they list out all the things that are sketchy? And instead of addressing why those things are not sketchy, they go to, here's what don't make sense. Now, we understand you got your cape on, but before you get to what don't make sense, can you tell us what makes sense? Can you tell us all the things that you just heard with your own? See, he don't deny hearing what we heard. He don't deny hearing what we heard now. He heard exactly what we heard, but instead of addressing what you heard, instead of addressing, okay, man, listen, man, I mean, it looks bad. He automatically skips to, well, here's what don't make sense. Nah. We don't want to hear what don't make, no, tell us what makes sense first. You heard that audio, right? See, but he automatically skips to what doesn't make sense. Watch this.
The tow company says, "Shut the bleep up." Now, he could have been yelling to some people. He does tell the dispatcher that there are about 7 people on board, all of them under the age of 20, under 21, he says. Now, here's what doesn't make sense. If they really were, and again, that audio is very difficult to make out. I mean, you can definitely hear, "Oh my God." The Nolan and is he dead part is up to interpretation.
What? You folks is crazy, bruh. Yo, before the evidence came out, before the actual evidence came out, they called us crazy. They say y'all got no proof, right? Yo, their favorite line was, "There's nothing that suggests foul play was done here." That was their favorite line before the audio came out. Now the audio came out and you hear it clear as day. Now the new thing is up to interpretation. Man, Talk Cash, bro. Thank you for the $100, man. Much love from Mississippi. Bro, I appreciate you. Man, that's love. That's wild, man. Right? So they hear the audio clear as day. Now it's no more, well, there's nothing to suggest foul play. Now it's, man, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, whenever you hear a black man do he's compromised. Ain't even in our vernacular. Ain't even in our mannerism, bruh. Listen, bro, you ain't never heard a black man who's on code who's militant, who's a strong brother. You ain't never heard of a strong brother. It's straight for the BLTs. Bootlicking Tatum. You know what I mean, bro. All right? It's for boot. Listen, a strong brother don't even know how to make those noises. Right? So whenever you hear a brother like this talk about nah, man. Now that is Masa's broom up the derriere, bro. You know, bro, listen, man. Y'all know I ain't lying, bro. That is Masa's broom up the anal cavity, bro. He got to say too much. He got to, man, listen, man, listen, man. The Nolan, are you dead? Is up for interpretation. Now it's up for interpretation. At first it don't exist. There's nothing to suggest foul play. Now it's up for interpretation.
What doesn't make sense is why would they, if there'd been foul play and something happened to Nolan or someone did something to Nolan on that boat, why would they be talking about it loudly while he's on the phone to a tow company?
See, before we answer those questions, right, can y'all at least first address the questions that we have? Why was these kids screaming, he's dead? Oh my God, Nolan, no. Can you first address that? Because you don't deny that. You acknowledge that's what was said. You acknowledge, I mean, it's up for interpretation. I mean, I heard it too. So before we address that, can you address what you just heard? Don't play into their games. And yo, I want for all of you guys to listen as well. Don't play into their games, bro. They're not looking for answers. They're looking for reasonable doubt. It's simple as that. They're not looking for answers. They're looking for reasonable doubt to put on their cape. That's all they're looking for. Because this man heard an audio. He admitted he heard the audio. He admitted that's what he heard. He admitted everything that we heard, he heard. But then at the end of hearing an audio where they're screaming, is he dead? Oh my God, Nolan, no. He says, well, I heard it, but why would they be doing this? Who knows why people do what they do? Go ask them. Don't ask us. Go ask them. Who knows why people do what they do? That's not for our interpretation. That's for them. Don't ask us. We don't know why kids do what kids do. Right? Yo, that's like me asking you, bruh, if David made $11 million in 2 months, in 2 years, why would he dismember somebody at his home in his garage? Why would he do something like that? Because people do crazy things when they're desperate. So I don't know why they're calling. I don't know. But to your admission, he told them to shut the F up and calm down. So you answer your own question. Why would they be screaming this out loud? He told them to shut up. He told them to stop talking. So he told them to stop saying what they were saying. That's just a fact.
Just doesn't add up. People we've spoken to in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, say that whole conversation here in the background is just chaos as
Facts.
These young, as I say kids, but these young men were trying to get back to the shore and the boat's taking on water. They're all trying to figure out what to do. Are they gonna have to get off the boat? That's what all that chaos is, what we're told by people connected to the kids who are on that boat. The other thing is, this is after 4:30.
Look, watch this.
That chaos is what we're told by people connected to the kids who are on that boat.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, if you ever want to consider who is who, if you ever want to consider who is who, look at their mannerisms, bro. It's simple as that. Now, you know this is bad and you know they're losing the narratives when you even have the greatest tap dancers Black America has to offer. When the greatest tap dancers Black America has to offer, when they're coming online and they're saying, hey, bruh, even I can't side with this white supremacist rhetoric, bruh. You know we on the right track. Let me explain. Let me show you guys something real quick, okay? Let me show y'all something real quick, okay? 1 second. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick, man. One second. There's a 1 second, people. All right, 1 second. Let me show y'all this real quick. This is how you know they're losing the narrative. Oh yeah, right here. This is. Do y'all know who this is? No. Do y'all know who this is right here? Listen, man. This brother ain't as bad as Officer Tatum, but this brother is a professional tap dancer. Do y'all know who this is? When you have a brother like this telling you something is wrong with this Nolan Wall situation, then you know we got a problem. This brother ain't never seen a bad thing a white man has done. This brother ain't never seen any good thing a black person has done. This brother is one of them ones, bro. Listen, if you think you know a tap dancer, you haven't met Jordan Wells. Jordan Wells is a tap dancer if I ever seen one. So for Jordan Wells to be resharing this video right here, all right, where Austin, now I know who Austin is, man. Now shout out to Austin, bro. Austin is a black Republican, but there's been times where Austin is on code, right? We've seen Austin about to put the beats on Jake Lang. So shout out to Austin, man. Austin, right? Like me and Austin have disagreements. Now I would love to talk to Austin, right? Me and Austin have disagreements in certain things, right? Like fiscally, we have different, like philosophies, right? Like I believe that all the issues, crimes, and everything else is solved once you put people and have people start on the same even playing field, right? Once you increase the platform in which we start from, like that takes away a lot of the crime and, a lot of those things, right? So we have different issues, right? Or we have disagreements. But the one thing me and Austin agree on is white supremacy and white nationalism is the greatest threat to black America. And then 2, this Nolan Walls thing smells fishy, right? And bootlicking Tatum is up to no good. All right. So here is the black Republicans. Here are the black conservatives. Here are the black conservatives telling you bootlicking Tatum is up to no good.
So if you're easily offended as a Republican, get out. This video ain't for you. This is my problem with what I would call the performative black conservative. People like Officer Tatum, especially when we talk about the Nolan Wells case. With some black conservatives, it feels like every single problem in black America gets reduced to black people did it to themselves. No history, no context, no nuance. Here's what those type of Republicans refuse to acknowledge. There is a reason that some black Americans wonder whether race played a role when you have a young black man surrounded by white Americans and he ends up dead under circumstances people have questions about.
Listen, yo, the work that we've been doing, Chronicle Speaks, Kwame Brown, myself, man, who else have been on this, man? Oh my God, man. Rich by Design. The work we have been doing is so powerful and so potent the consequences of what we've been doing. We now have we now got the professional tap dancers saying, I can no longer tap dance, man. This is vicious. When you got the tap dancers saying, I can't tap dance, man. I can't protect these white folks no more, man. This is how you know we're on the right path and these people are losing the narrative. Now, Bootlick and Tatum can do 1,000 different live streams, 1,000 different interviews. Freezy, yes, shout out to Freezy. Freezy is also doing some great work on this. Antonio Speaks is also doing some great work on this, man. Shout out to Antonio Speaks and Freezy. Yes. These brothers are doing a thing. These brothers, yes, Willie D, yes, perfect. Trent Out Loud, yes, Trent. Now, Nancy Grace ain't no brother now, man, but shout out to Nancy Grace, right? You know, God bless that white woman, man, right? You know, that white woman putting belt to ass. God bless that white woman, man. Right, Nancy Grace been putting belt to butt. All right, shout out to her. But yes, the work we've been doing is changing the minds of the tap dancers. And that's all we can ask for, right? Because, listen, man, we not changing the mind of a white supremacist. Understand this, yo. We not changing the mind of these white nationalists, all right? Like, Jake Lang ain't waking up and hearing how fantastic we articulate ourselves, man, right? Jake Lang ain't hearing this superb vernacular and saying, damn, man, you guys is right, man. That black kid did get murdered. Man, he not doing that, man, right? Jake Lang ain't hearing, right, like how superb Kwame Brown can break this down and how he analyzes like a PhD. He not hearing that and changing his mind and saying, yeah, Nolan Wells was murdered. He's just not. I'm sorry, man. He's not, okay? Jake Lang and Nick Fuentes ain't hearing, all right, how Rich by Design, right, go on, psychoanalyze, add the commentary, right, add the humor while also getting serious and articulating the right. He not gonna hear that and say, oh man, yeah, y'all right, Nolan was. No! All right, no, absolutely not. But we at least have hope when it comes to our own. We can look at a brother like Austin and say, you know what, Austin? You be tap dancing at times, all right? You be in proximity too close to our liking to white supremacy, but you know what, Austin? You is still a brother. And you can still recognize that one of your own was murdered in cold blood. By who? We don't know, but he was murdered in cold blood. And instead of you tap dancing like Bootleg and Tatum, you have to speak up. And what Austin's doing is he's speaking up. See, we could change the mind of our own. We can't change the mind of Jake Lang and these white supremacists, but we can change the mind of our own, which is why this right here made my day. Here is Austin, a black conservative, telling you Tatum is up to no good, Nolan Walls was murdered, and they are not siding with white supremacy in this situation.
That doesn't mean you automatically accuse somebody of racism. It means you understand why the question gets asked. So we have to remember that America does have a racial history. Pretending that racism never existed or pretending that history has absolutely no fucking effect on how people interpret situations today is intellectually dishonest. And that's my issue with Officer Tatum. He seems to apply race selectively. When black people bring up race, suddenly everybody's playing the victim. Y'all are playing the victim card. But then race becomes perfectly relevant when it supports whatever political point he wants to make. You cannot have it both ways. You can love America and still admit that America has flaws. You can also reject victimhood, which I do, without pretending injustice never happens, Officer Tatum. That's why this conversation between people like Tatum and D.L. Hughley gets so heated. Black people do not need conservatives constantly lecturing us about how terrible we supposedly are as people. What?
Now, again, we must be careful now, right? We must be careful now. All right. When we hear things like we don't want to be victims, we must be careful now, right? Because things like that is, that's the exact same language they use to dismantle DEI. So let's be careful with that language now. But he's absolutely right. You see, Tatum is moving in bad faith. He's not moving genuine. Yo, Tatum is not going and doing these interviews to seek the truth. Tatum is simply trying to do as good of a job as he can to make the white supremacists who are subscribed to him feel less guilty. As simple as that. As simple as that. And here's the thing, guilt only comes from a guilty conscience. The person who don't know no better won't feel guilt, right? They won't feel guilt. You only have guilt through a guilty conscience. So the white supremacists who follow Officer Tatum, the reason why they feel guilt over this Nolan Wells situation is because they understand the history of how they've been doing this for centuries. They understand. See, in public, they would deny, why would I have to be blamed for what my ancestors did? Man, get over it. There's no such thing as racism. Get over it. There's no such thing as, no, but their very guilt tells you they got a guilty conscience. And a guilty conscience comes from their understanding of how they've been doing this for centuries in this country. So when Nolan Wells pop up dead and black folks starts to rally and seek answers, they automatically go into, why are you blaming us? We're not blaming y'all. We saying he died. What you mean? Huh? We say Nolan Wells was murdered and somebody did it. What you mean we blaming y'all? It's the guilty conscience. Nobody, listen, I haven't heard anybody says yet, I believe that this person killed Nolan Wells. We have not identified an identity yet because we don't know the identity. But the fact that these people go out of their way almost immediately, almost instantaneously to say, yo, bro, why y'all blaming us? Huh? We haven't blamed anybody. What you mean? All we're doing is stating the facts of the case. The facts of the case is Nolan Wells went on an island with a bunch of white folks and he was found dead. Those are the facts of the case. I mean, right? Like, those are the facts of the case, right? But you say that, and all of a sudden, oh, now you race hustling. How we race? What? Like, how we race hustling, son? How we race hustling? We just state the facts of the case. I thought the facts don't care about y'all feelings, right? Like I thought the facts don't care about feelings, right? Ain't that what y'all say when y'all spew out of context FBI crime statistics to vilify us and make us look like we the problem in America? Ain't that what y'all say when y'all spew those out of context, prehistoric FBI crime statistics to make us look like hey, listen, man, black folks, they commit 55% of the murders in this country. Hey, I'm not racist. It's the facts. It's the facts. The facts. The facts. It's the facts. It's the facts. The facts don't care about your feelings. So now we're saying Nolan Wells was murdered after being around white folks all day. The facts don't care about your feelings. Those are the facts, right? Now, all of a sudden, they want context. All of a sudden, they want to do hold on, bruh. Y'all don't psychoanalyze when y'all blaming us for nonsense. Y'all don't psychoanalyze when y'all is vilifying us with out of context crime statistics. Now y'all want to psychoanalyze. Now y'all want to dip into the nuance. Now y'all want the benefit of the doubt. Now y'all want the structure. Now hold on, bruh. When we ask for nuance, ain't no nuance. When we ask for nuance, y'all don't give us nuance. Now y'all want the nuance. Nah, ain't no nuance been happening here. I'm allergic to nuance. I don't even know what nuance is. We gonna play the game y'all play. We gonna play the game y'all play. Straight up, man. Now, even if the theory is, even if we are abiding by their theory, Nolan Wells was not murdered, right? And Nolan Wells accidentally drowned. Well, look at this. Look what TMZ just said. Look what TMZ just reported. I'm showing you guys right now. Nolan Wells, watch this. Look what TMZ just reported right now. Look what TMZ just reported right now. Yo, TMZ, yeah, here. So TMZ reported that like there was an eyewitness who claimed that Nolan Wells was heavily drinking. So even by the very default, even if we take their word for it and we say, okay, y'all don't want to use the word murder, right? Y'all claim he drowned, right? Okay, right, he drowned. Okay, cool. Well, an eyewitness said they see Nolan Wells heavily drinking. Well, who provided a 19-year-old with alcohol that had a role in his quote-unquote accidental drowning, right? So shouldn't that person be arrested? Shouldn't you good old white folks, shouldn't y'all be pointing? Shouldn't y'all be asking for the people who provided a 19-year-old with alcohol that played a role in this quote-unquote accidental drowning? Shouldn't you good white folks be asking for that person to be held accountable? Isn't that the standard? If somebody contributed to a crime being in commission to a death, don't that person get charged with murder? Ain't that how it works? So the person who contributed to underage drinking happening, that contributed to Nolan Wells drinking and ultimately quote unquote accidental drowning, right? Somebody says what? Block who? Block Mark Oliver? Hey, and tell Mark to comment again. I don't see. What is Mark saying? Tell Mark to comment again. Right? But let's get to what Tatum has to say, man. So Tatum got the straight, man, bro. Tatum is trifling, bro. Let's pull up what Tatum has to say. Now, people, understand this, okay? Tatum went on to tell us yesterday, by the way, that the audio was fake. As you listen to this live stream, understand Tatum was just telling us this audio was fake before TMZ confirmed it was real. Now, after they released the audio is real, now Tatum made sure to run to that live stream to offer up an explanation. But look at this guy, bruh. I'll be real, they all got the same look, man. They all got the same look, bruh. Right? Right? Like the unfaded taper. They all got the same look, but just a tap dancer, man. So again, let's get to it. Officer Tatum spent all of yesterday telling us the audio was fake, the Nolan Wells audio was fake, and we're making it up. And then as soon as TMZ confirmed, no, the audio is real, Tatum took his tap dancing behind to that computer and loaded up that live stream and proceeded to run narratives and tried to debunk and lie about an audio that he once claimed was fake. Now he's acknowledging the audio is real. Now he's trying to tell us that we ain't hear what we heard. So here is Officer Tatum trying to run PR and narrative and try to make us believe that we ain't hear what we heard. Let's go.
No, it's full of crap. And before we get to any of that, we're going to talk about all that. Before we get to all of that, we're going to talk about new updates in the Nolan Wells case, the phone call that everybody been asking me to review. I've had an opportunity to review it as much as I can. We had some contact from the family, and also TMZ did an incredible job at explaining what that really was all about. We'll get to it.
Bro, we just heard the explanation from TMZ. Did TMZ after what we just watched, did TMZ do an incredible job? Or did TMZ acknowledge that they heard exactly what we heard? Oh my God, Nolan, no, he's dead. But TMZ says we should not listen to our ears. Maybe we're just hearing it wrong. We ain't hear a goddamn thing wrong. Because y'all heard the same thing we heard. Now, here is Tatum acknowledging that that the audio is real. But he's gonna try to, in real time, make you believe that you're not hearing what you're hearing.
Do it on the Officer Tatum Show.
I want everybody in this room to have that same spirit.
Man,
Let's do the
Americans. If you're just starting, just go and check it out. See if it's something you're interested in. I'm gonna say more in a written form about bugging my team. Let's get into this. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody was saying, B. Tatum, what do you think about the audio? What do you think about the audio? What do you think about this newfound audio? First and foremost, and I may have alluded to this before we went to the weekend, but when I first heard it, I turned the volume up as loud as I could, and I didn't hear none of that stuff they were saying. And then
I bet. I bet you. I bet. Hey Tatum, I bet you would hear it. I bet. Listen, I bet. You're the only person in America who ain't hear that audio. I bet, right? I bet you ain't hear it, right? But I thought it was fake though. I thought it was AI. Now as you ain't hear it, okay, bet.
First and foremost, and I may have alluded to this before we went to the weekend, but when I first heard it, I turned the volume up as loud as I could, and I didn't hear none of that stuff they were saying. And then I know the context around when the call occurred, and therefore I perceived, based on the knowledge that I have, the witness testimony, and also looking into it myself, is that the conversation that they said couldn't have happened. And it doesn't make sense that it had happened. Because obviously, Nolan was not on the boat during this situation. And if he was on a boat during this situation and there was an altercation that happened, everybody and their mama.
So you peep how they don't explain the audio. They just do not. They see. We got to start being as bad faith as these people, right? Our downside, yo. Look, I'm about to make somebody a mod. Y'all boot Mark Oliver from the chat if he's being disruptive. See, their strategy is to just deny. Trump is really great at this, right? Trump was asked, hey, President Trump, did you arrange for Andrew Tate to leave Romania and come to America? Nah, I don't know. What? Oh, really? Man, he's here? I know nothing about it. And come to find out, Trump and his administration literally called Romania, let them know, they want Tate in America. Right? And for Romania to uplift Tate's like travel ban, right? So, but Trump denied it in real time. I don't know, what's going on? So now the new strategy is to just deny. Like deny. That's their strategy. Just deny it all. Deny it completely. But we're not letting you guys do it. We're not letting you guys get away with this, man. No. Under no circumstances, bro. You're gonna be forced. You're gonna be forced to acknowledge this audio, bro. You're gonna be forced to acknowledge it. We're not letting you guys get away with it. We're not answering any other questions y'all have from us. Because whenever we have a question for y'all, is always, what? We don't know. That never happened. Nah. Millions of people heard that same audio, and millions of people said, we heard this too. So just because a few tap dancers ain't hear it and a few white supremacists ain't hear it does not mean y'all about to get to skate by and then quickly pivot a conversation. You peep how they get our evidence for wrongdoing and foul play. Then they quickly pivot from, nah, that's not true. And then they quickly pivot to, well, how about this? Nah, we're not addressing whatever type of skew out of context photos or whatever you guys, we not addressing that. Address the audio first. Address why they were saying, oh my God, Nolan. Address why they were saying he's dead. Address why they were saying get up. Address why bro refused to answer the question when she asked, are there any, is everybody alive on the boat? Are there any alive adults on the boat? Answer that. Answer that.
Right there at Horn Island, Nolan was not on the boat during this situation. And if he was on a boat during this situation and there was an altercation that happened, everybody and their mama would have seen it because they're right there at Horn Island.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, brother. The what ifs, right? We played what ifs with y'all for the last what? The last 2 weeks. We played what ifs with y'all. No. That audio has released, bruh. We not playing what ifs no more with y'all, bruh. We not playing what ifs with y'all. I understand the what ifs. We not playing the what ifs with y'all, bruh. Sorry. We not doing the, well, why would that audio say that if they're, well, the audio said it. So now explain why it said it. Why would the audio say this if they were, well, the audio did say it. So you explain why the audio said it. Sorry. We're not doing the what ifs. No. It's not happening. We're not doing it.
And thousands of people would have seen it because they're right there at Horn Island with 100 boats and thousands of people right there. But because people have a vested interest and confirmation bias, that no matter if Jesus Christ of Nazareth came out of the sky and said, these boys had nothing to do with Nolan's death, people will reject Christ Jesus and stop believing in him because they're invested in believing these kids must have done something. Now, I'm not saying if they did or didn't, I'm saying the evidence is showing that they were nowhere near Nolan when his life was taken. Whether it's a drowning or whether somebody killed him, these kids.
You see how he has softened up his stance, people? You see, no, understand this. You see how he has softened up his stance? That right there that's the tell-all sign you need. Bro, we put in belt to butt. We have not softened our stance not once. We haven't gone from, oh my God, Nolan Walls was murdered to, oh my God, Nolan Walls accidentally drowned. We haven't softened our stance not once. From day one, something nefarious and bad happened to Nolan Wells. Somebody did something to Nolan. We haven't softened our stance. As a matter of fact, every piece of evidence that have came out have only made our assertion stronger. Every single piece of evidence that have came out, every explanation of what happened that have came out have only made our confidence grow in our beliefs. But when it comes to the other side, when it comes to the white supremacists and Officer Tatum, how come y'all continue to soften y'all stance? It went from, man, there's nothing here. There's nothing that shows foul play. There's nothing that shows foul play. What are you talking about? It's gone from there's nothing that shows foul play to, man, listen, man, I'm not saying they didn't kill him. I'm just saying these white folks didn't, like they didn't kill him. Huh? Oh, that's how far y'all have gotten pushed back? The belt got y'all pushing back that much? It's gone from there's nothing here that's a just foul play to I'm not saying he wasn't killed or something. No, I'm saying these good white folks didn't kill him. You know, he had black friends on the island too. He had some black folks on the island too. What y'all mean though? Ah! Shut up. You know the raccoon chip is activating when you see this, come on, bruh. Come on. This right here is how you know the raccoon chip has been activated. I'm not lying. When you see this, listen, go to any one of Officer Tatum's videos, okay? Go to any one of Officer Tatum's videos. I ain't lying. I'm not lying. No. I'm not lying. This is how you know the raccoon chip has officially been activated. When you see him do this, it's just like a raccoon. It's just like a raccoon. Yo, listen, bro. Have you seen a raccoon jump? Look, watch this, man. Raccoons. Come on, bro. Fam, come on, son. Come on, son. You can't tell me. Come on, son. Hey, bro, you can't tell me. Hey, come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. You can't, listen, man. You can't tell me the raccoon chip has not activated at this point right here, man. This brother is working, okay? Oh, no. Oh, no. This brother said y'all would not blame these good white folks, man. Y'all would not, under no circumstances, blame these good white folks on my watch. Not on my watch. Y'all would not blame these good white folks who have done all these good white things. Y'all would not blame these good white folks on my watch. Under no circumstances. I said, God damn, Tatum. God damn, man. Oh, no. This brother is activated. He's in full action right now, man. Sir, relax, man. Brother, black man to black man, bro, you don't have to do this, sir. Black man to black man, Tatum, you do not have to do this, man. There's enough money in the world, bro, where you can come online, man, and simply do your content. You don't got to do this, man. This is nasty work, bro.
We're not there. How about we focused on other leads so we can figure out what happened? Because somebody may have been involved in it.
Nah. Yo! Oh, now he backpedaling. Now he backpedaling, bro. Listen, the backpedal started during the Stephen A. Smith debate. See, before that Stephen A. Smith debate, when Tatum, right, was in the comfort, right, was in the comfort of his den where the raccoons reside, when he was in the comfort of his den, he was spewing the white supremacist talking points. But when he encountered a brother who's intelligent, a brother who knew the facts, a brother who refused to allow him to lie on Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crumb. He says that Al Sharpton said the white kids murdered Nolan Wells. The brother put up the receipts, had Tatum tap dancing. But he may not have said it outright, but he may have, no. Then after that debate, after he got cooked to high heavens, y'all watched the debate, we watched it together. It was raccoon meat on the grill. We watched it together. The raccoon meat was on the grill. I'm not lying. Y'all watched it in real time. Once the raccoon meat went on the grill, now Tatum all of a sudden is, there was 4 to 5 black folks on the island, so how can we say the white folks did it? The black folks made, Tatum, really, bruh? Even when there's a fourth of a 1%, even when there's a fourth of a 1%, y'all still want to blame black folks ain't got nothing to do with this, bruh. A black man ain't murdered Nolan Wells, man. Y'all cut it out, bruh. But now his stance has went from, man, there's no evidence for anything nefarious. Now is, let's chase these other clues over here. What? I thought there was no clues. I thought there was no evidence. I thought there was no suspects. I thought Nolan Wells accidentally drowned. I thought that was what it was, huh? Now y'all backpedaling. There's only one side that have not backpedaled, not once. We ain't backpedaled. We've been called race hustlers and race grifters and liars from day one. We ain't backpedaled an inch. We ain't take an inch. And we've been called race hustlers and grifters from day one. We ain't backpedaled not an inch. Not once. But they doing backpedalings. Why? It's because the facts don't support their theory. Every single detail that has came out do not support their theory at all. Not one bit.
We're looking in the wrong direction. More than likely, nobody was involved in it, but we shall see. All right, let's get to the TMZ debunking the audio that was put out and people doing enhancements. We got a whole segment here. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to go methodically through each individual step. We're going to play TMZ's thing. We're going to play the enhanced audio. We're going to play the woman who enhanced the audio. And then we're going to listen to the full audio, us, so y'all can hear exactly what is being said in its entirety, full context. And I promise you, it's going to shock you that some of the things that's said on there, you got to wonder, the people that's highlighting certain moments, why didn't they put the rest of it in there? Why did they copy and paste these segments? You will find out here shortly. Here's the TMZ, a new update from TMZ. The young lady is reporting on it. Roll it.
Here with another development in the Nolan Wells case, TMZ has learned evidence apparently shows Nolan Wells was still on Horn Island after his friend's boat left.
Yo, listen to this as well. Yo, listen to this, yo. Yo, do y'all peep, how it's always the evidence show. And the evidence, when you read the fine print, because I read exactly what this article says, by the way. I read the entire article. I went through everything. And at the very bottom, after saying the evidence, I said, okay, what's the evidence? Well, somebody told us. I said, cuh. I said, cuh. I said, yo, you want your eye, man. Really? Really? Come on, bruh. Really? Really? So again, when y'all hear, all right, when y'all hear, when y'all hear evidence, understand the evidence is one individual told TMZ that they seen Nolan Wells on the island. That's it. But here's the thing. That's not new, okay? All right? We are taking a combination, right? A combination of everybody's statements. Nolan Wells, Wells' friends, Katie. We're taking everything into consideration. And what I'm telling you is, after everything, is too many contradictions going on. Nolan Wells' friend says, hey, we left him on the island when he was cradled up with Katie. Katie says the last time I seen him was when the friends was calling him over, implying he left and went with the friends. So if we have multiple statements saying multiple different things, then how is quote unquote evidence somebody told y'all they seen Nolan on the island? Are you crazy? But they will tell you, oh, TMZ is the arbitrator for what's true or not, and us independent media personalities, we ain't ish. TMZ is the arbitrator for what's fair and what's not fair, but us independent media personalities, we ain't ish. But look at this nonsense.
Sources with direct knowledge.
We already knew this. Warren and Tristan already said this. But y'all were, not y'all that's listening, y'all smart. I'm talking about your cousin them.
But how would Tristan know where Nolan was, right? How would Tristan know that Nolan was on an island after 4:30 when Tristan got into a fight and left the island before anybody? How? See, all we're asking for you guys, because again, we're done answering y'all questions. We spent the last 2 weeks debunking, and every time we debunk one lie, y'all come up with another lie. When we debunk one lie, y'all come up with another lie. So how can Tristan tell you that Nolan Wells was on the island past 5 p.m. or at nighttime when Tristan got into a fight, according to Tristan himself and everybody else, and he left the island early before anyone else? So how? And Warren told you that they was calling Nolan over to the boat. Nolan says he's not going, he's not leaving, he's not going, right? And Warren says that Katie will be their alibi, and Katie can confirm. But when Katie confirmed, Katie says the last time I seen Nolan was when y'all was calling him over, implying he went over to the boat and left Katie. Katie says Nolan told her that he was going with his friends. That's what Katie's sister have said. That's what Katie's family has said. That's what Katie have told Nolan's family. So again, even your very quote unquote proof that this happened is debunked because the person who quote unquote can verify this happened is telling us something completely opposite.
Defiant and saying these boys are lying and all this other stuff, and then now TMZ is reporting on it. Maybe you'll listen. Roll it.
Tell TMZ authorities have evidence suggesting Nolan was on the Mississippi Barrier Island after the boat departed on the 4th of July, which would mark a major development in the investigation. We're told at least 2 witnesses interviewed by law enforcement claimed they saw Nolan on the island after the boat headed back to the mainland.
So their evidence are 2 people. Okay, cool. How about the multiple other people? How about Nolan friends who says that they drove by and they seen them cleaning out the boat the night that Nolan died? How about that? How about that? Huh? How about that? How about Nolan's friends who says they seen the boys at lunch, and the boys told them they were not out searching for Nolan because y'all already gonna blame them for killing him before he was even found dead. How about that? Do we take the word of those people too? Because my thing is, if we taking the word as for anybody as fact, right? If we're saying anybody who comes forward, their word is law and their word is fact, then boy, we got an entire interview of Nolan friends saying somebody killed Nolan, and those people are close by in that community. See, bruh, we can play the tit for tat all day. You bring two, we bring two. You bring one, we bring one. All right? You bring one witness, we bring one witness. But at the end of the day, all right, we could play the he said, she said game all day. Nolan friends did a 3-hour interview on TikTok, on YouTube, where they broke down things that completely contradicts this. Completely. 1,000%. All right? So now let's get to this next part, man. Where where Tatum apparently like he listens to the audio.
Still on Horn Island. Friends had confirmed it. We already confirmed it. We already interviewed Warren.
You ain't confirm I got that thing, Tatum.
They already showed me evidence of this. They already showed me video. They showed me all kinds.
They ain't show you, fam, listen, yo, Tatum, why do you lie so much? Do you understand that if there was evidence, that if they had videos of Nolan Wells on the island at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., then that would be public? What are you talking about? What video? What video? What video? The boat stopped working at 3 p.m. They quote unquote left a little after 4:30 or after 4:30. So there was ruckus and commotion on that boat for about what, an hour and 45 minutes? So if there was commotion on that boat for about an hour and 45 minutes, we not saying they killed him. We not saying they dumped him in the water. I'm just saying whatever photograph you have of them sailing off does not debunk the theory that they may have dumped Nolan Wells in the water after killing him or after something happened to Nolan. Maybe again, Nolan passed out. He was unconscious. They panicked. They threw him over. Who knows what it was? We don't know. We don't know the facts. What we're telling you is that everything that have came out so far have hinted towards foul play happening. Somebody killed Nolan. Nolan didn't die from quote unquote accidental drowning. And all the facts that have came out have supported our theory over yours. It's simple as that.
Kinds of stuff that they have already given over to the police department. And so I told you guys, and I'm not saying I told you so or nothing like that. I'm just saying this should give credence to what I'm doing because we already shared this with you guys and TMZ just confirmed it. Can you please stop projecting things into this case that do not exist because you're not doing Nolan any favors. You're just distracting and creating chaos that should have never happened. All right, let's get to the next clip. Now, here's the enhanced audio because I want to go through, and we're going to go in through this whole thing, and we're going to debunk, provide more context, information that most people are not trying to do at all. Now, I listened to this myself, and we got the young lady who claimed to enhance the video. We're going to play her testimony on here. But this is bullcrap. It's bullcrap.
Yo, listen, yo. You see how when I play the audio, I didn't really need to preface it. I didn't need to contaminate the audio with my biased lens. How all I did was I just played the audio for you guys and y'all heard it. Why is Tatum now trying to contaminate the audio before playing it? Why not just play the audio and let your audience decide what they want to decide? Come on. Huh? Why are you trying to contaminate the evidence with your biased lens? Now watch this, man.
For two reasons. One is that when I listened to the audio, I didn't hear none of this stuff that you see on this thing. I didn't hear nothing.
Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. Calm down, Tatum. Tatum, bro. Tatum, you're doing it again, Tatum. You are doing it again, Tatum. All right? All right? The raccoon chip is activated. The raccoon chip has activated again, Tatum. Tatum, calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. Just play the evidence, man. Why are you activating, man? Come on, Tatum, stop it. Sir, stop. Tatum, stop it, bro. Stop. Tatum, stop it. Stop doing it. Tatum, go seek help, right? 1-800, I got the raccoon chip. Okay, 1-800, I got the raccoon chip. Tatum, stop. Right? Stop. You can do better, Tatum. You can do better, Tatum. You don't have to do this. Control yourself, sir. Yo, just the thought of white folks being held accountable, man, got Tatum activated. This is just disgusting. Trifling stuff, man.
Thing of the nature. And then when you have context, you realize none of this could have been said because Nolan was still alive.
What? Man, listen, bro. Play the audio, bro. Play the audio. Play the audio, Tatum. All right? Play the audio, bro.
After they made this phone call, y'all got to stop playing.
Play
and just
the audio,
be honest
Tatum.
for a change. Roll the clip.
So Tatum, yo, Tatum don't play the enhanced version. Yeah, Tatum, but Tatum, you cold, bro. Tatum, this ain't the enhanced version, man. This ain't the version we played. But you can still listen, bro. You can still listen to the version like this that's not all the way that enhanced. All right? That's not all the way that enhanced. And you could still hear it. Yo, Tatum, I want wait, bro. Hold on, Tatum. Hold on, bro. Tatum, this is some nasty stuff, bro. Tatum, why you ain't slowing down like us? Why you ain't up the volume like us? Why you ain't play the enhanced version that slowed down? Huh? Yo, this is some nasty stuff. Tatum, this is nasty, bro.
Here, time out. I started over. I want to give you guys a chance to turn your audio up, get into a place where you can hear, freeze this, pause it, or whatever you got to do. Turn your audio up. And be honest about what you hear. And do you hear things like, can we...
I just turned up our audio, right? I just turned up our audio as well because Tatum ain't playing the right version.
Cover it up as if they're saying cover up a murder. Yeah, I thought about that. Maybe they're talking about the hole in the boat. What they call the billage.
Really? Really, Tatum? Really? Oh, okay. So Tatum goes from, they didn't say, can we cover it up at all? They didn't say that at all. They lying. How you go from, those words were never said, y'all lying, to nah, man, the words were said, but the words that was said actually meant this. It ain't meant, hold on, I thought okay, so first off, Y'all have went from in the last 24 hours to the audio is fake. It's AI. To no, the audio is real, but they ain't say what they said. They said, now, nah, they said it. I heard, can we cover it up? but that just meant something different, man. Y'all, man, hey, bruh. Hey, man, y'all out of control, man. Y'all is out of control, sir. Y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all are out of control. This is nasty stuff, Tatum. This is not normal.
Maybe they're talking about the hole in the boat. What they call the bilge port or something like that. Bilge pump. So maybe they talking about the bilge pump.
Oh, I bet.
Maybe they're saying to cover that up. But no, y'all got to say somebody killing somebody and Nolan Wells' death.
Amazing.
Roll it and tell me, do you hear any of these things in the comment section that you see on this screen right here? Roll it.
Amazing. Look at look at this devious raccoon, man. Look at this. Bro, listen, bro really think that he's smarter than everybody else. Look at this devious raccoon. He think he's smart. Listen, bro. He thinks he's smarter than everybody else. He thinks that playing the wrong audio does not enhance or slow down. Look at him, bro. Look at him. Oh, good white folks, I got y'all. I got you, good white folks. Look at this devious raccoon. He thinks he's smarter than everybody else. He thinks that he's good. He thinks he's getting away with it. Tatum thinks he's getting away with it. In his mind, you can't tell him he's not getting away with it right now. You can't tell him he's not fooling y'all right now, bruh. All right? You cannot convince Tatum that he's not fooling y'all right now, bruh. And the reason why I'm even allowing for his audio to play is because we already watched the full audio before and on our last live stream. We already went through the full audio. But I'm just playing this so y'all can see how dishonest Tatum is. How dishonest these people are. Right? Look at how dishonest he is. Look at this, man. Just look. He's looking like somebody who believes they're getting away with it. But fam, Tatum, nobody is buying what you're selling. We all already heard the audio. Enhance, slow down. We heard the full audio. Right? So you playing the audio, the non-enhanced version, over your Rodecaster audio, which, by the way, all right, Tatum had the option because I also have a Rodecaster. I'm also on Streamlabs OBS. So Tatum had the option on Streamlabs OBS to increase the gain. He does not increase the gain at all. He does not play the enhanced version that you could really hear it. Tatum plays a version that his audience can barely even hear, but is a part of the plan. This is his plan. Look at him. Look at him. He's getting away with it. Oh, wait, pause, bro. Let's see if we could get a different color, man. But pause, bro. Is there any black hair? Oh, okay, bet. Let's see if we can get to. Oh yeah, no, man. Yeah, bro, we gotta. All right, the raccoon chip has activated. Okay, all right. The raccoon chip has activated, sir. Okay, the raccoon chip has activated, sir. Look at the. All right, all right. Tatum, hey, bro, this is how he feels. Fully activated. All right, the raccoon chip has fully activated within Tatum. Tatum now believes he is getting away with murder, and the white folks will be proud of him. Look at this, man. Tatum, you should be, you should be unpleased with yourself, Tatum. You should be unpleased, bruh. Very unpleased, man. Let's get back to this, man.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Shut the fuck up!
Oh, you ain't hear that either, huh, Tatum? Right? Like, you ain't hear that either, huh, Tatum? But Tatum's so dumb. And here's how you know, too, right? And here's how you know, right, that the audio is, again, the audio that y'all are like hearing from me is different. I increased my gain by 5. So it's dramatically louder than whatever Tatum is currently playing and whatever he's hearing. So you know Tatum can't even hear the audio because Tatum is still like where the parts already came and went, right? Like the audio already came and went. But Tatum is still trying to listen, which tells you he can't even hear what he's playing, right? Because the part that he's looking for has already came and went. So he can't even hear what he's playing at all. But he wants you to believe that we the problem and not him. Sir, you are still listening. Look, watch this. Look. Watch this, okay? Look.
Okay.
Now watch this.
Shut the fuck up!
The parts have already came and went. The part that Tatum's looking for have already came and went. But Tatum is still looking like with this dumb look because he doesn't realize the parts that he's quote unquote looking for has already came and went. So now Tatum, again, this right here is the admission that he can't even hear the very audio. So if you can't even hear the audio or quote unquote parts you're looking for, then how can you tell us that we're not hearing what we heard? Where we played it enhanced.
Okay.
All right. Go back to that screen real quick. I want to just look at what they're saying. They're saying cover up. I heard something similar to cover up. And
Oh, you heard? Oh! But I thought you said, Yeah, Tatum, bro, you should be embarrassed with yourself, bro. Nah, say it again, Tatum. You heard what? Come on, tell us.
I want to just look at what they're saying.
Come on.
They're saying cover up. I heard something similar to cover up. And they probably was saying, can we cover up this hole that's in the boat or whatever that port is? It says, you killed him. I didn't hear that. He's already dead. I didn't hear that. Is he dead? I didn't hear that. Nolan yells, or they yell Nolan. I didn't hear that. Nolan, wake up. I didn't hear that. Wake the F up. Now, we heard him cuss and say, shut the F up, right? We didn't hear no wake the F up. Where? Now, how you get that out of this video? Y'all gonna go to hell, you keep playing and lying and putting stuff out there. Come on, play the lady that did the enhancements. I wish she didn't have a UFC shirt on, but that don't mean she worked for the UFC. I hope she don't.
Listen, man, we going to hell for criticizing a white man, man.
Because this ain't a good look, in my opinion, if she has something to do with that transcript. But let me let her speak. Roll it.
Okay, so before I
we going to hell for criticizing the white man, man.
play this, I want to quickly explain what I did, what you're looking at on the screen, and why I chose to approach this audio the way that I did. As a professional audio engineer with experience in dialogue editing, dialogue cleanup, sound design, and post-production, I decided to work on that C-toe call using traditional audio processing techniques rather than relying on any AI voice separation or AI enhancement. My goal was pretty much to preserve as much of the original recording as possible while making the quieter dialogue and background audio easier to hear. So I basically used techniques such as subtractive EQ, compression, gain adjustments, noise reduction, frequency isolation, and other traditional processing methods. So what I did was I separated Vicky, the C-toe dispatcher, from Warren and the audio originating from the boat so that I can concentrate more closely on what was happening behind and around Warren, pretty much on the boat. And I specifically chose not to rely on AI because aggressive AI enhancements and voice isolation tools can sometimes introduce artifacts and distort the speech or create ambiguity around the sounds that were originally present. And for something this serious, I wanted my processing to remain as conservative as possible. You'll also notice time code and dialogue written on the side of the screen and pop up.
So she wrote this stuff on that screen.
No, Tatum, you're so dumb. Tatum, you're so dumb. Tatum, you're so dumb. No, Tatum, do you understand how clipping works? Tatum, no, Tatum, no. She released the audio. Somebody took the audio and they transcribed the audio and they reposted. Oh my God, hey, bro, we are done with Tatum. Okay, let's go to Auntie Nancy Grace. Okay, because Nancy Grace putting Belter behind, bro. All right, we done with Tatum, bro. All right, let's go to Auntie Nancy Grace. Okay, all right, let's go to Auntie Nancy Grace. All right, because Nancy Grace putting Belter behind. Okay, she not playing. All right, she not playing. Okay, she ain't playing with them folks, but let's go to Auntie Nancy Grace, man, cause Tatum is doing some bootlicking, bro. Let's get to Nancy Grace, man. Auntie did her thing with this one, bro. Oh man, you see how, they always move the goalpost. Okay, they move the goalpost. First, there's nothing that suggests foul play. Now is, well, he was killed, it's suspicious, but the white kids ain't do it. Okay, cool. The audio was fake. Then it was AI. Then it's real, but they didn't say what y'all said they said. Now they said what we said, but we just interpreted it wrong. Man, y'all get out of here, bro. Y'all get out of here, man. Listen, man, okay? Auntie Nancy Grace has been putting Belter behind on this Nolan Wells situation, okay? Now let's hear from Nancy Grace and her dissection and analytical breakdown of this enhanced audio of the emergency call of Nolan Wells' friends, okay? Now, if you listen to this audio, I hear things like, oh my God, Nolan, he's dead. Oh my God, Nolan, right? But here is Nancy Grace breaking down, right, this audio, man. Again, Nancy Grace has been amazing, but Nancy Grace have been, a delight, a refreshment from people like Tatum who are disingenuous, lying grifters. Okay, let's get to it, man.
In the Nolan Wells investigation, enhanced distress call audio bombshell. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
Yes. Come on, Auntie.
He was face down on the beach right at the water's edge.
If he was sent face down, that also doesn't make sense to me. If he's face down, wouldn't blood pool just by nature of gravity this way?
So right now we've got a lot of questions, but as the second doctor says, this is all still pending investigation.
If this were your child, wouldn't you want to know what happened?
C-toe assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
What'd you say? Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
Here, we already heard the audio.
What did we just hear? What was that?
Man, tell him, Auntie.
One more time, please.
Oh man, yes, please. Oh my God! Is he?
Detail assistance, Vicky.
Hey, we're at the west.
Wait, one second. Oh wait, hold on. Have y'all been? Wait, one second. Y'all did not hear that. 1 second. Y'all did not hear that. Come on, let's go.
One more time, please.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking.
Coming up, sir.
Down.
Mac, did you just hear what I heard?
Yes, we heard
Now, this has been transcribed, and this is the C-TOW dispatch call. Because, Dave, when I first heard this, I thought, has this been doctored?
No.
Is this real?
Nah, it's not. Nah, it's 100% real. They they thought it was doctored, and then TMZ dropped the audio and confirmed it, and now all of a sudden it's not doctored, but we just race hustling and we just grifters. Yo, which is why I like Nancy Grace. Yo, Nancy Grace just calls it down the middle. See, Nancy Grace ain't here to do no fluff. She ain't here to F around. She calls it down the middle. She don't care about your color, about your race. She gonna call it down the middle. People like Tatum, right, who's now saying, because after we done walked him down, because Tatum came out and said, when this first started, I mean, there's no evidence of no foul play. We done walked that down, provided so much evidence. Now he's saying there's foul play, but there was 4 black people on the island out of 2,000 white folks. So hence, that because 1/4% was black, we just can't say that white folks did this. We got to make black people a suspect too. Okay, Tatum. But Nancy Grace is calling this how we call it, bro. Man, Nancy, cook them folks, man.
Nancy, this is coming from from Mississippi, from the actual official. Okay, when we get into the Mississippi Fish and Wildlife and at the reserve putting this out for the public. This is not like from, Dave Mack's recording. This is an official recording, Nancy, that is being issued. And it's shocking when you listen to this call for a tow, for the C-TOW. Going further into it, Nancy, you're picking apart all of the different voices that can be heard on this one phone call, trying to determine what is really taking place on this boat that is allegedly sitting in 31 feet of water, a depth of 31 feet. And a bilge pump not working, claiming they're sinking, and calling for help. And yet, in the background, are we really hearing all of this other activity?
Guys, this was released from the MDMR, the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. Alexis Tereszczuk joining us out of LA, just joining us now, Crime Stories investigative reporter as well. Alexis, the transcription, I want you to listen to it, Alexis, as we play it again. This is obtained from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. It's not something we just found on TikTok. Listen.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
What'd you say? Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
Some idiot says doctored audio. Man, cut it out.
Okay, Alexis Tereszchuk, jump in.
So it sounds like before the woman starts talking, the operator, everyone in the background is saying, "Is he dead? Nolan, wake the up!"
Oh my God.
So they are.
Man, hey, listen, man. What's the excuse now, bruh? What's the excuse now? Hey, yo, you know it's something serious. You know it's something serious when them white folks are saying, hey, bruh, something nefarious happened. You see, when we were saying it, when the quote-unquote independent media personalities were saying it, because we not ish, right? Like we ain't ish. We just YouTubers. We not ish, right? Y'all need for TMZ and Nancy Grace and them other folks to come online and tell y'all what we told y'all a week ago. They behind us. We leading the charge. They behind us. But you know it's something serious when you got two middle-aged suburban white women telling you they heard exactly what we heard. But you got people like Officer Tatum telling you, nah, man, that calling Satan, huh? So everybody and their mama, everybody who heard that audio heard the exact same thing, but somehow we're all making it up. Man, listen, man. Yo, that audio was all I need to hear. I don't care about what else they drop. I don't care about what type of out of context evidence. I don't care what type of fake witness that audio to me is all we need. That audio tells us exactly what took place. Is you crazy? This ain't no race. This is two middle-aged suburban white women who is telling you what they heard. And they heard, oh my God, Nolan, no. Is he dead? Oh my God. That's what they heard. So what are we still questioning?
Concerned about Nolan. They're saying literally, is he dead?
What
Nobody has ever, none of the kids on this boat have ever admitted that anybody said that they thought Nolan was dead on the boat. This is the first time that we are hearing this.
What is the chance that this has been doctored in some way, Alexis Tereszchuk? Because circulating on the internet was a scene where another young man was face down being attacked on the sand. That was not Nolan Wells. That's not Nolan Wells. Repeat. So there are bottom feeders that are fabricating evidence and circulating it, and it's whipping up all sorts of hostility. But regarding this, have you listened to it independently of any transcription?
I have listened to it. I've listened to it over and over, and I've listened to the audio where it's only the sound of the boy calling in and not the operator's voice. So it takes a little bit of the distraction out, and you can just hear the voices, the one friend saying, is he dead?
I ain't even get to that part yet. I didn't even... Yo, the first enhanced audio was enough for us. That was enough for me, man. Right? These good old white women, they did the extra work. They went ahead and took out the operator voice, enhanced the background, enhanced the other, and they heard it in 4K, clear as day. What are we talking about here, man? What else are we discussing? What else? Listen, yo, and right after this, yo, and know what's crazy too, though? Right? Like, you know what's like really odd and really crazy? So the investigators told Nolan parents and told Benjamin Crump they're not releasing any information because they don't want to jeopardize the investigation, right? As soon as this audio dropped, they started to feed TMZ information. Yo, listen, man, nah, bruh, nah. Yo, we seen two people said they seen Nolan on the island in the nighttime. So it's impossible. What? What? How? Man, cut it out, man.
We are hearing somebody very worried. They're saying, is he dead? Somebody, you think you might have heard them say Nolan right before that. Somebody then says, oh my God. So the thing is, there have been a lot of false videos. People have said there was a video where Nolan was screaming, saying, "Give me my phone back." His friend says, "No, that's me in the video." There have been tons of AI generated videos and images and things, but this is the official audio from the organization.
Okay, let's hear the audio to which you are referring. Listen.
Okay.
Now, it's my understanding, Dave Mack.
Now they said that was Tristan. Tristan said that was him. Cool. The only thing that I don't understand is that Tristan said that was him. They said that was Tristan. They said that Tristan had to leave the island early because of that. But somehow Tristan is telling us what happened to Nolan at 4:30. I thought Tristan was long gone from the island when the quote-unquote boat departed the island, right? Because Tristan got into a fight, got kicked off. He left the island, right? Got kicked off. So why is Tristan doing a sit-down interview with Tatum explaining what happened to Nolan at 4 p.m., 4:30, 5, 6, blah, 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 if they're telling us that was Tristan and Tristan got kicked off the island early? You see, it doesn't make sense. Nothing here makes sense at all.
Mac,
Right, at all.
That sound we just played is real sound. That is not doctored sound, but someone else claims that's them saying, "Give me my phone back." That is not Nolan Wells. Explain.
Well, Nancy, what we have is some friends that were also out on the boat trip out to Horn Island that were with Nolan Wells and were friends with Nolan Wells. Claim that was him, that he was the one that was saying, "Give me my phone back," that it wasn't Nolan Wells. So we've got an identification from the person who says, "I was the one saying that. It wasn't Nolan Wells." And when you listen to the audio, Nancy, it does seem like it is not Nolan Wells saying, "Give me my phone back." It sounds like the guy claiming it.
Guys, a lot of confusion surrounding the audio that has been released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. This, as we are also learning about an offer made by the United Cajun Navy to Ben Crump, who is representing Nolan's family, to Todd Terrell joining us, the president of the Cajun Navy. Todd, thank you for being with us tonight.
Perfect. Now, we are going to review the rest of this tonight, people, okay? We're going to stop here. We're going to come back and review the rest of this tonight because I got to leave at 1 p.m. I have a hard out at 1 p.m., okay? So we're going to stop here, right? We're going to be back. Now, if you guys are here, right, we're going to be back at 1 p.m. Well, no, like at 9 p.m. tonight because I have a hard out at 1 p.m. I got to go. But people, listen, all the clips from this live stream, matter of fact, here, listen. Let's make a deal, okay, people? Okay, let's make a deal, okay? 1 second, okay? Let's make a deal. Yo, listen, we just hit 11,000 on the Clips channel, okay? Let's make a deal, okay, people? Subscribe to the Clip channel. I'm gonna put it right now. Hey, listen, look, okay? Look, okay? Look, okay? If y'all get the Clip channel, to 12,000, let me go right here. 1 second, okay? If y'all get the Clip channel to 12,000, we'll go another hour. But I really gotta go at 1, but I can push it back 1 more hour if we get the Clip channel to 12,000. So the Clips channel is where, by the way, we we post all the clips for these live streams. So you can just go to the clips, right? Instead of watching the full live stream right here. So if we get this, again, if we get the clip channel to 12,000, we'll go another hour. So come on, let's put 2 minutes on the clock. Well, no, let's put 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. 1 second. So let's put 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Come on. If we can get this to 12,000, we go another hour. Come on. Subscribe. Listen, subscribe to the clip channel. So we're at 12 seconds. If we can get it. Come on, people. Hey, come on, folks. Get it to 12,000 and we'll go another hour. Come on, people. Come on, people. Come on, folks. We have 50 more seconds. Well, no, 15 is 45 more seconds. Come on. 40 more seconds. Come on. Damn, come on, people. Come on, people. Let's go one more hour. Come on, subscribe. 30 more seconds. Come on. 20 more seconds. Let's just see how many people. Well, I'll be right. Well, we were at 11.1, so that means 200 and some change. No, sorry, we were at 11,000, so that means that 300 subscribe. Okay, 3 ain't bad. Cool. Hey, man. Now I'll be real. There's 11,000. Well, we are at 11K. We've gained about we were at 5,000, I think. So we gained about 6,000 subscribers in the last couple of days. So maybe a bunch of y'all was already subbed. All right, people. Hey. Listen, man, we are gonna see y'all tonight, okay? We're gonna see y'all tonight, man. Like, subscribe, comment, people, at 9 p.m.